Alright, I'm back to my room. I just had some breakfast with my parents at a noodle shop. I think we haven't had any breakfast in a restaurant for a very long time. Usually we just ate at home. My mom would just prepare some boiled eggs, fruits, and corns or sweet potatoes, stuff like that, or oatmeal as well. Yeah. But today I just felt like to eat some rice noodles, which is, a very classic food in my province, Hunan. Rice noodle. Yeah, it was great, and we talked a lot. Before that, we went to a riverfront and watched sunrise while running. Yeah, it was really beautiful. I recorded videos and you can check them out, my last few videos. And I recorded a video expressing my gratitude. I just started this video series. Yeah, I'm just very excited and grateful for having this opportunity to express gratitude and share them publicly. All right, today is August 28th, 2025. I'm going back to Shenzhen tomorrow, so I want to visit my grandparents today before I go. Yeah, that's pretty much. I want to also share that yesterday I had an argument with my mom here, right here, around noon. We were about to go out and have some lunch, but all of a sudden we just started talking and just hit it up quickly, and we ended up spending like an hour arguing. To me, I wasn't really disturbed because I could remain conscious of my feelings, and at that moment I was very aware that my mom was deeply unconscious. She was caught by her fears and stress, and it's a good opportunity for me to communicate with her and help her to see things from a different angle and just simply lift her out of that unconscious state. I didn't successfully do that at that moment, and I recorded our conversation. Intentionally, I wanted to record our argument because it will be very precious footage. Before I will realize, my mom will stop doubting, and it will be very difficult for her to act out that disbelief in me. That's why I wanted to record that. I wanted to record it so I can show and share with people that my journey wasn't necessarily easy. I have experienced lots of disbelief, doubt from my family, from the closest person, my mom. She didn't really understand my plan. She didn't fully support me. Although she gave me money, financially supported me, but emotionally and mentally, she was very insecure about my path. She was worried that I still haven't made money, and if I'm doing things wrong, if I should make some changes, if I should adopt a different approach, if I should make my content more interesting. I tried to help her to see, and why do I make content in this way? Why do I intentionally slow things down? Yep. And we left home and had some hot pot for lunch. I didn't hold any grudges toward her. Instead, I had much compassion and love for her because she was trying to love me as well, although she was deeply unconscious. So after lunch, I spent some time just observing some kids, and my mom was just sitting outside of the restaurant. We were in a mall, Wanda Plaza, and after that, I became very peaceful, present. I drove and we went to a different mall and found ourselves at a bookstore. I first wrote some journals documenting what happened at noon with my mom and just practiced writing. And my mom picked a book. I think after lunch, I've talked to her more about how she could let go of her stress and worry, how she could just like jump out of her feelings and emotions and observe everything neutrally and release the energy, release the stress, and she will feel much better. So I guess she became peaceful after lunch, after some break, and she was able to understand what I was saying, and she picked a book about mental health and the body-mind connection. The author, Louise, I don't know her full name, but she shared her journey as well of being like raped at a young age and got diagnosed with cancer. And she survived all that. And she became free. She became happy, content about life. That inspired my mom. Yeah, we talked more around dinner, after dinner, and we went out for a walk. Things just turned around. This has happened many times in recent years. I tried to help my mom to get out of the, emotional states, like the anxiety, stress state, and become peaceful and secure, relaxed, happy. And she's able to do that if I'm willing to help her. Because in the last few months, I myself was disturbed. I was not in a good mental health state. So I was worried that if I tried to help her, I would get disturbed and disappointed. So I intentionally avoided that discomfort and disturbance. Now I realize I could separate myself from that. I could see the scary self that's scared of being disturbed or having the sense of disappointment from a higher self who's always loving, who's very compassionate about people, especially my family, and I can act out of love. I can still encourage my mom, my family, my friends to become spiritually awakened, if that makes sense. Simply reminding everybody that they are not their emotions and thoughts, feelings. They are the experiencer, they are the observer, they are the one who sees. They are all free. We are all free. That's a very important thing to remember. To experience instead of remember or understand intellectually. We have to experience it in our life. Okay? So, with this experience, I become more confident, optimistic, hopeful that we all have the power to become free. Free from our minds, from our emotions, feelings, thoughts, beliefs, preconceptions, assumptions, judgments, all that stuff that made us miserable, unhappy, discontent, right? Once we feel good and peaceful, human connections are easier. We have better health, better sleep routine, whatever. Everything will improve along your improved mental health. All right. Thank you for listening. Bye. Have a good day.